From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Mexico City Diablos. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And right away, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Throwing, Brissett. And he fires one that's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Hey, wahoo!
Throwing on second down. McSorley throws right side, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
On the ready.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Hey! Yo, go!
Screen. Watch the screen. 7's a Mike. Mike 7.
He pitches it. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Hey, Foxtrot.
7. Mike 7. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Mike 7. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Here's McSorley now, 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Marr able to put this one through. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On 2nd and 7, Brissett. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Brissett. He's going to launch this thing. And got his man complete. A gain of 32 that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. On 1st down, here's Breida. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Brissett. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
58, come on. 58, come on. Man, I got you.
On 3rd down, Brissett. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Topper!
Watch 45.
Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
X3, 218, chop, go.
They go play action now with McSorley. He's got Smith here. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Check.
Greystone, travel.
7's a Mike. Mike 7.
Go.
Therapy after this.
Get it.
They find some open field here. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, first down.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read.
Hey, Delta. Speed driven.
Off of play action, it's McSorley. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Ready.
Here's Tomlinson. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Down at the 43-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
Hey, orbit.
10's the Mike. 10's the Mike. We got it.
Now.
McSorley sets to pass. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack by Jordan Willis.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Brissett. This one complete to Kelvin Harmon. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
58's the Mike. 58.
Brissett from the gun on 3rd. Catch is made. It's Harmon. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the 1st down in the process. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain.
From the 41, Brissett. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
You ain't doing nothing today. 58, boy. 58. 58, Mike. Watch the screen.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. He is going to find Hill here. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
We're set on first down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. John Ross, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Diablos 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Now McSorley, and this one complete to Smith. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's McSorley to throw. That one's complete to Tomlinson. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 7 yards there and a first down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Hey, dude.
McSorley, 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Ready.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, seam 6. Rock it.
2nd and 10, it's McSorley. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 40. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Go on.
On play action, they'll throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
132 fighter.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Hey, echo.
At the Steelers' 31-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. McSorley. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game. And now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category.
Check 99. Check.
Hey, lock it.
Check. Watch safety creeping.
Get it.
On 3rd down, it's McSorley. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving.
Hey, watch that. Hey,
From the gun, they give to Tomlinson. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Yes. Come get some. Come on here. 6-6. Pull it high. Showing it. Check. Fresno. Fair. Hey, Haywood. Ready?
On 2nd down, it's McSorley. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
Hey, exit. Mike 10. I got you, son. I got you.
McSorley from the shotgun. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Zipper! I'm coming for you, son! Mike 7! Hey! Focus, defense, focus! Mike 7!
They'll run Tomlinson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
91.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. It'll be McSorley again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Go! Stay at home. Go! Mike 7. Watch the slant. Mike 7. I got 1. Shoot!
Out of the shotgun, McSorley. And it'll be intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up Past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Check, check, lucky, lucky, lucky. Check, check 43. Check 37. Check 37. What's the end? Check 3, check 3, check 3. Go. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Hey, wahoo!
Let's go, D.
Throwing on second down, McSorley. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. First possession in the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Brissett now. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Dexter Lawrence, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Here's Brissett. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
58, come on. 58, come on.
It's third and long for Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. Bust through the tackle. And the ball is knocked out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Check protein spill.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
On the double. Yep.
I got it. Got double time. Double time. Everyone got four down. Tammy's a mutt.
Get it.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. Room here to run. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Ready. Send Lobo.
Game situation. Let's go.
Blue draw quarters.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Switch it.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A gain of 13, it's a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Switch. Topper.
Throwing is McSorley. And it's caught. Touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And his guys are going to retake the lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Brissett. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On 3rd down, Brissett going up top. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. McSorley sets to pass. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Undercrunch. Bristol travel.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
He's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back now in Mexico City. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
50, Mike's 50. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Watch the safety creep.
General West.
Alert 3.
Hey, Charlie. Go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
80 weapons. Get it.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
61.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Yo, 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 yo. Yo.
Look at me. Zipper.
50. Rip right, rip right. Ain't no looking.
Hey, Delta.
Mike 50, huh?
Lead Trevor.
McSorley once more looks to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. To throw again on 2nd down. Brissett got an open man. It's Harmon. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
58 for Mike. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Brissett again. He's going to float this over the middle deep. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Again, it's Brissett. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Brissett on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
58, come on. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. 58, Army. 58, Mike. If you don't get this boy, you think...
They'll throw again. Brissett. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. 23 yards for the touchdown. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
4 down. Hey, Sam on. Hard. Crash. Switch. Rock it.
This is Tomlinson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Mike 10. I'm here all day.
Now McSorley. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
We got Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10. Hey.
Mike 10. Mike 10. Let's go deep, tighten up. Check 3.
Here's McSorley to throw. And that is incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And now hang on here. The door, can you hear it? It's a little open.
Or is that the squeaky hinges that I'm hearing right now? Yeah, the door.
Is that too high pitch?
No, not at all. The door is open a little bit. It's almost like when you told those horror stories on the camping trip, right? And now, look out.
Yeah.
We got a little bit different look on the game at this point.
Big momentum swing here in the fourth on the punt fumble. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
A first down throw for Brissett. Going deep downfield for Ross. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
His guys take over first and 10.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
We got double up. Five.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Montez Sweat, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
Go ahead, take a seat. You can't stop me.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
6-6. Pull it high.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Go.
You got to get moving.
Hey, zoom.
You got to get there.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike 10.
Yep.
Mike 10. Bring it.
Go on. Hey, Echo. Fly.
Here's McSorley now, 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
58, boy. 58, Mike. 58 for Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Get your swerve on. And 58 is a Mike.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up second down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll look to throw. Catch is made. It's Harmon. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
58, Mike. Check tight, check tight. Check tight. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. All day, all day.
Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Man, you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. They can't hang with us.
Brissett. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
We got three, fellas, we got 3. Watch 84, watch 84. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Yes, here we go. Hey, 58 is the Mike. Go 58 to the Mike. Watch the run.
Here's Brissett. That'll be complete to Breida. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Now Brissett. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Brissett on 4th down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
Ready. 60 or.
On 1st down, Tomlinson. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the home team here, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And now it's off to the airport for a date with Customs and a long flight north to the U.S. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.